Hey Tiger Cubs, it's Adelaide
and Rev,
and welcome to this week's episode of Tiger Cub News. Only 12 days left of the school year.
The 8th grade formal is on Friday, May 20th, so this week is your last chance to buy your ticket.
Alright, now without further ado, here's ASB announcements to start off the show.
Hey there! Before we start the episode, here's our Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month spotlight.
It's Junko Tebei.
She was a Japanese mountaineer who first started climbing at 10. 43 years later, she became the first woman to reach the summit of Mount Everest.
Additionally, she founded the first mountain climbing club in Japan for women only and was also the first woman to climb the highest mountains on every continent.
Not only that, she led nonprofit projects to clean up Mount Everest of climbers' waste, created youth groups, and wrote books about her experiences.
For more on her, look her up! On with the episode.
Hi, I'm Rose.
And I'm Silas.
And together we're
ASB Announcements! Hiya, Tiger Cubs. Get ready for announcements.
First off, Upstanders, the peer mediation organization, is recruiting new members.
Interested 6th and 7th graders can head over to Mrs. Williams' room 1002 this Wednesday at 7 a.m. for the informational meeting.
Also, next Monday is when voting for ASB and SPHS freshman class officers commences.
Vote in science classes Monday 5/23. Also Tide Day.
I love the ocean. Seafoam green, here I come.
Sorry, I meant Tie Day.
I love ties too.
Autocorrect is sabotaging me. I meant Tie-Dye Day.
I love tie-dye day too.
This Friday the 20th, dress in tie-dye. It's gonna be so fun, cakes.
How does that pun even make sense?
I'm trying my best, okay?
I guess end of the year might just be getting to you. I definitely can't wait. Just kidding.
Before Rose says anything she regrets.
See you next time on
ASB Announcements!
Thanks, guys.
The All City track meet for the elementary schools recently happened.
Here's Reese with a little more on that.
Thanks, Reese.
Next up is a segment with Nico and Rumi on curry.
Take it away.
Hey there, Tiger Cubs, and welcome back to Cooking with Rumi and Nico. Remember to wash your hands before cooking as always. What you're going to need for the ingredients is 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, 1 medium yellow onion, chopped, 2-pound boneless, skinless chicken breast cut into 1-inch pieces, 3 cloves of garlic, minced, 1 tablespoon of minced ginger, 1.5 teaspoons of paprika, 1.5 teaspoons of ground turmeric, 1.5 teaspoons of ground coriander, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 15 ounces of canned crushed tomatoes, 1.5 low sodium chicken broth, 1.5 cups of heavy cream, kosher salt, freshly ground black pepper, basmati rice or naan for serving, and 1 tablespoon of cilantro for garnish. So for the first step you're going to need to do is in a large pot over medium-high heat oil, and then add onions and cook until soft for 5 minutes. Add chicken and sear until no pink remains. For 5 minutes. Stir in ginger and garlic and cook until fragrant. For the second step, you have to add spices and cook until very fragrant for 1 minute. Then you will add tomatoes and broth and bring to a simmer. Then you have to stir in heavy cream and season with salt and pepper. Simmer until the chicken pieces are cooked through and tender, about 50. For your third step, you're going to have to serve with naan and garnish with cilantro.
Over the past year, the South Pasadena District's elementary schools have been going through construction. The city voted for an extra property tax that covers the costs of all the school sites. That includes the new building at the middle school and construction and building repairs at AV Marengo and MHS. MHS temporarily replaced the basketball courts with a 2-story building and will make place for the new basketball courts where the bungalows would be. This is going to make room for faculty members and students, which is a good thing. But right now, it is hard for teachers to teach with these distractions and hard conditions.
Staying on a food-related topic, we have another episode of The Average Food Show.
This week, Tiger will be reviewing Subway.
Hi Tiger Cubs, it's me Tiger and welcome back to another Average Food Show. Today I'm reviewing Subway, the home of average sandwiches. It was a spot I used to go with my grandpa, so it's iconic in my eyes. As I go in, I'm greeted with a welcome, which is better than Thrifty's customer service. I order my sandwich, which is turkey on Italian urban cheese bread with American cheese, lettuce, olives, mayo, pickles, and salt and pepper. With Herbert's lemonade, which is weird to be at a fast food chain in the fountain drink section. And the classic chocolate chip cookie. Presentation-wise, it doesn't look too great. I tried the lemonade and it's a solid 7.5. Good taste, but it feels watered down. Next is the sandwich, and it's pretty solid, good taste with a lot of flavor, but the turkey was dry and way too much mayo and pickles. I gave it an 8. Moving on to dessert, we had the chocolate chip cookie. When I bit into it, it tasted a bit stale and had nothing special to it. So I gave it the worst rating I've ever given a cookie, a 5.5. Overall, pretty okay meal. I gave it a 7 out of 10. Thanks so much, Tiger Cubs. See you next time.
Even though they DM'd me back on Instagram.
Next up is Jarvis with another review.
Jay Dilla was one of, if not the most influential hip-hop producers. His style of sampling was innovative and ahead of the curve. He would take a soul sample and completely break it down, extracting the drums, the instrumental, and rebuilding it and stitching it back into a hip-hop instrumental. One of my favorite Dilla breakdowns in his song Don't Cry.
Don't cry.
Where he split up an old soul sample and tweaked it into a really heavy, choppy pace, which he pairs with these blaring air horns. All of this combines for a really trippy sound, and Dilla does this throughout his 2006 album, Donuts. While I was researching Dilla's production style, I read an interview with Tribe Called Quest Questlove, where he recalls Jay Dilla putting wet paper towels on his drums and around the recording room in order to get a really precise sound out of each kick when he would record his own drums. In his time, he produced for the likes of Tribe Called Quest, Common, The Pharcyde, D'Angelo, Erykah Badu, Busta Rhymes, Talib Kweli, Raekwon from the Wu-Tang Clan, MF Doom, Phife Dawg, and many other legendary artists. Since his tragic passing in late 2006, he's remembered for his dedication to his job and importance in music production.
Thanks. Moving on, we have another Then versus Now, this week on celebrities.
Next up, Rose has another segment on James Webb.
Recently, the James Webb Telescope completed its promised mission and sent the first test photograph from outer space. The telescope is currently operating the second Lagrange point, since the telescope uses infrared light, appears as heat, to take pictures, it must be at the right temperature. The optimal temperature is at about negative 266 degrees Celsius. In comparison, the coldest a human's temperature has ever been recorded is 56 degrees Celsius. This milestone has recently been reached, and the only instrument left to cool is the telescope's mirrors.
appreciating animals with Joey.
I'm glad that the animal puns are done with.
Well, I was going to tell you some animal puns about pigs, but they're a little boring.
Oh gosh.
Armadillos, protective mammals, and lizards, small spiny predators. At first it wouldn't seem that these very distinct animals can't be similar, but that's where you'd be wrong. Introducing the armadillo-girdled lizard, also known as the golden armadillo lizard. These animals come in colors ranging from light browns to dark browns. These pointy predators live in northern and western Cape Africa, but with about 1,000 left in the wild, these animals are vulnerable species. Their famous, almost cute-looking curl-up position is actually the position they take when feeling threatened. They range in sizes of 9 to 20 centimeters when matured, and like most other lizards, eat small insects and invertebrates. But unlike most lizards, the golden armadillo lizard does not lay eggs. Instead, they give live birth. Maybe these insects and gestures are more like armadillos than their appearances would proclaim.
Thanks, Joey.
Now here's Camera Tricks with Kyle and Massimo.
Hello and welcome back to Camera Tricks with Kyle and Massimo.
Today we'll be talking about the importance of audio.
When you think about a great film or movie, you probably think about great cinematography and beautiful video.
But what you don't think about is the audio.
Watch these two clips and think about which one you like more.
Notice how the first video had offbeat music, and the music didn't go with the mood of the scene.
In the second video, the music matched the mood of the video and everything was on beat.
Even though the two videos were almost exactly the same, you probably liked the second one more.
Next time you see a cool video, listen to the audio and you'll probably notice how perfect it is.
Thank you for joining us on Camera Tricks with Kyle and Massimo.
Pet profiles.
Thanks for joining us on the show, Papaya and Pomelo.
That's all for this week's episode, Tiger Cubs.
Only 2 more episodes left, and then it's summer vacation.
See you next time on Tiger Cub News.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's go!
Wrap it up!
Wrap it up.
That's good!